Everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a walk-around video of my Chevelle. It's been suggested by a few folks that I go ahead and do that, so I'll get started right now, and I'll get started with the interior first. Soft trim. Actually first, 72 Chevelle. Just finished it. It's my high school car. Got most of it done now, but I'm going to go ahead shooting the interior. All of the soft trim that you see on the inside is all from PUI Interiors. I got it from Ground Up Restorations, an outfit out of North Carolina, South Carolina, somewhere around there, I believe. It's all real good quality stuff. I swapped it out for the white that was original because I was not going to put any white on the inside of the car. Except for those armrests in the rear seat, which were the original white that I had painted black. And they actually came out really nice. Everything else is new. I redid the rear seat myself. I didn't hire that out, and it actually came out pretty nice. 3 speakers on the back is actually a little misleading. It's 2 6x9s, and the center speaker is actually a port that goes to a speaker box in the back, and you will hear that in just a moment. Headliner, did the headliner myself as well. The seats here are Lumbar Elite by Procar, or Scat. I guess they're all owned by the same company now. Very comfortable seats. Come with custom brackets for the Chevelle, so very easy to put in there. Dashboard. This is the stock 72 dash. I didn't make any modifications to the dash itself. I did replace all of the vents because they were shot, because this was my daily driver in high school. The gauges, what you see here, are new vintage 1969 style gauges, mounted on a Metrom, M-E-T-R-O-M dash insert. Actually really nice. Came out very nice. They actually custom milled it for all the little buttons and switches I wanted to put on there. A lot of people don't do that, but since this car, I wanted it to be comfortable when I'm driving it. I want to be able to reach the buttons and switches, and I want to see the lights instead of hiding everything everywhere. Everything is stock, except for this, which is the Vintage air conditioning, and the Alpine stereo that I put in here. This parking switch is actually out of a Polaris vehicle. Mounted right in there, it works great. Speakers over here on the bottom. I also got those from Ground Up Restorations. I forget the manufacturer of those, but they actually worked out pretty well. Console, I made this myself out of 1/2-inch plywood and aluminum inserts, and also these stainless steel cup holders here. Yeah, it actually works out pretty well. I got a puck up here that actually you can put your GPS on, and it hangs right here in the center, and it looks really custom. Hurst shifter. I put the Hurst shifter in here because when I was building the console, I figured if I was going to build the console, I was going to build it around a new shifter. I wasn't going to build it around an old shifter. Then when I switch shifters a couple years from now, have a problem. It's a Locar shift trim that goes around it. Works out pretty well. These are eBay pieces. Actually, they look really nice. Put the electric window switches right here, so you can get to them very easily. In this console, I did a little bit differently. This is not on a hinge. It actually pops off, so that when I'm rolling through the gears, it doesn't get in my way. Also, it's got a bass boost in here for the stereo. Really helps out a lot in making whatever music you're listening to sound really good. I bent this up myself. You can set it on my website if you like. Got it wired for 12-volt power. Also got one all the way in the back there, so that when I put the GPS in here, I don't have the cords all over the place. Plug in a couple phones right there. Cup holders in the back, in case anybody in the back gets thirsty. Lumbar support for the seat, that's what you see there. That's pretty much it for the interior. Oh yeah, Grant steering wheel, leather wrap steering wheel. It's got the 1969 Camaro emblem in the middle that goes with the 1969 style gauges. This steering column is actually a 1969 Chevelle unit tilt that I got from a salvage yard, believe it or not, when I was in high school. I cleaned up really nice, painted it up, dropped it in there. Works out pretty well. It wasn't automatic, but I made it a stick shift myself. That's the electric gas pedal for the LS1 or the LS3 engine, which I'll show you probably on the next video. I guess what I'll do now is just fire up the stereo for just a second so that you can hear what it sounds like. It actually sounds pretty nice. I think I got Rascal Flatts in here right now. if your computer's got a real good speaker, you might be able to pick up the sound. This actually sounds really, really nice. I didn't build it for country, but boy, country sure sounds good in here. But that's the interior of the car itself. And, I'm really happy with the way everything turned out. A lot of work. But there it is. And I'm going to get started shooting the outside video now. Stay tuned.